How surprised were you, and what indications did you and others who follow this sport day in and day out have as far as the idea that maybe Carl Edwards was even thinking about this?
Yeah, it took me about an hour to take my jaw off the floor. That was
Okay,
quite an
so you were surprised too.
I think everybody was surprised. There were rumblings of this last year, at the end of last year, but not about Carl Edwards. Someone just leaked that there's a top driver that's going to announce an unexpected retirement before the 2017 season. No one's thinking that's Carl Edwards, though. Maybe Matt Kenseth, maybe Ryan Newman, maybe the person got it mixed up and it's just Greg Biffle who doesn't have a ride for next year. But no, it's Carl Edwards who was, like you said, battling for a championship last year, which is just shocking to all of us. We have a press conference later today. Hopefully that can answer some of our questions because we most certainly have a lot of them.
So he said he's going to pursue other opportunities. Like what?
That is the $1 million question. Who knows? Maybe he could be doing TV. He's been in the TV booth before. He's done a very good job with it. Maybe he just wants to spend more time with his family. Maybe the grind that just got too much for him. I mean, NASCAR schedule goes from February to November every weekend for the most part without pause. It's one of the most grueling schedules in sports. Maybe he just decided he had enough of it. He's really proven himself. He's won almost 30 races, never got that championship, but he's been close on several occasions. But I think that's what really surprised us because no one expected Carl Edwards to retire after having the season he had. He almost won the championship and could very easily win it this year.
But could that have maybe played into that decision? It's like, if I can't win this season after knocking on the door so many times before, maybe the frustration level just reached a point where he just said, and you talked about the schedule there, there's just maybe not enough turnaround time for him to really clear his head.
I mean, that could have been it too. We saw in 2015 when he missed the championship four how upset he was. And then in 2016, when he made the Final Four, how relieved he was. And with 10 laps to go, it looks like he has this thing. He's leading the championship. Then it just all went wrong in a spectacular crash. He gave it his all there, and it still wasn't enough. So maybe he just decided, I've thrown out everything I can at this, and maybe it's just time to walk away with my head held high.
What are the chances, Nick, that he might just step away for one season or even half a season and decide, you know what, I'm a driver at heart. I got to get back inside a car behind the wheel.
I've heard people say that maybe this is just a sabbatical and he'll come back maybe when another opportunity presents itself. But when you say that, you have to remember he's driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. And right now in NASCAR, there is no better opportunity than Joe Gibbs Racing. They are by far the best team. They didn't win the championship last year, but they won almost half the races. They are one of, if not the best team in NASCAR right now. And for him to step away doesn't tell me, and this is just my gut feeling, that he's just going to come back. If he had any inklings of staying here, he wouldn't be leaving that Joe Gibbs Racing ride behind, I assure you.